Really thinking what kind of, like I said, alarmed me and made me inevitably go with the Bengals is that for some who may not know, Derrick Henry, you could say coming back was a little bit of fool's gold because he had been on IR since week 8 or whenever he got hurt. And as they reached the playoffs, they were coming up on the deadline on anybody you had on IR. If you didn't activate them, they could no longer come back for the rest of the season. So the Titans decided to activate him. I think is an insurance policy for up the road if they continue to win, possibly get to the conference championship or the Super Bowl. And he came back and he looked all right, but it's not like he looked like the Derrick Henry of old.
Yeah, he was playing with a steel plate and 5 screws in his foot, so he was definitely out there being a warrior, most definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, somewhat feel bad for the Titans fans. As a Jazz fan, I don't feel bad for them at all. But as just a fan of the game and somewhat feel bad for the Titans that, hey, this is the second year in a row that they are ending a home playoff game with a Ryan Tannehill interception. If y'all remember last year versus the Ravens, he threw an interception.
That's too many.
Yeah, an interception with a chance to go down and win the game while throwing to like the number 3 receiver. So you tried to throw to Tajay Sharp last year, got picked off by Marcus Peters.
Why are we not going to Julio Jones and AJ Brown?
Yeah, I mean, hey,
force feeding,
hey,
to the point to where it's painfully obvious.
Hey, you were.
He
force feeded one-on-one.
He force feeded AJ quite a bit for sure.
Yeah.
But no, he don't be showing Julio no love.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also too, Julio's not the same Julio, man.
Bro, Julio be getting up. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that.
Hey, how many touchdowns Julio had this year? Okay.
Isaac, hold on before y'all go. Isaac, you can credit or Sean Tannehill for that, or whoever the OC is, to say they're not involving him enough. But he's been injured too. But this has been his worst statistical season ever in his career. But
he was hurt. He was he didn't even play in like 4 or 5 games.
Okay, yeah, we had a 17-game season, so he played in 10, 11, 12, and he had 1 touchdown last game of the year versus the Texans. Okay.
He might have been out longer than that, if I'm not mistaken. Like, he missed a big chunk of time. I think
AJ Brown, 5 receptions, 142 yards, 1 touchdown, 9 targets. Julio, 6 receptions, 62 yards, no touchdowns, 7 targets.
Mm-hmm.
So he catching everything they give him, bro. It's just like, bro.
I'm not saying he's a bad receiver. I'm just saying he's not Julio. He's Julio Jones number 2. That guy. That's what he is now. He's not Julio. Just saying, it is what it is. We had to come. Hey, we had to come to this realization on AJ Green earlier this year, right? It took us some time to come to that realization that AJ Green is not AJ Green no more.
Yeah, AJ Green ain't that.
Julio Jones is not Julio Jones anymore.
I said this.
Julio Jones played in 10 games this season.
10 games, 1 touchdown.
I said that before. Julio Jones.
He wasn't getting targets in them games, Christian. He was getting like 3 or 4 targets.
Yeah, he played 10 games this season, targeted 48 times total. I believe this probably just in the regular season he was targeted 48 times out of the 10 games.
Yeah, that's like 4 targets a game.
Had 434 receiving yards.
Hey, you know what quarterbacks usually do? They usually throw to people who are open.
Yeah, the good ones usually do that, or the good ones will try to, hey, that's Julio Jones over there. I guarantee if somebody else had him, he wouldn't have been looking like that. I guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it. Ryan Tannehill.
Hey, you said the same thing about AJ Green last year, and look how that went. So
no, AJ Green was hurt. We couldn't even evaluate AJ Green. But what I'm saying is Ryan Tannehill definitely ain't that, and AJ Brown, you're not gonna tell me it's just sky level that much head and shoulders.
Right now, yes, he is. Right now, yes, he is.
That's crazy.
Yes, he is. Yes. AJ Brown.
I can't help but think that if he had another quarterback, he would be doing definitely way more than what he's doing.
If he had another quarterback, he'll still be a disappointment. I mean, I don't know who you want to give him. You give him Patrick Mahomes, he'll be a disappointment.
Wait, Christian. What he's trying to say is he's believing that some quarterbacks can't fire up receivers and give them confidence. Just
he
like
knows who's
teammate.
throwing to him. He knows that
I get that.
I ain't playing with a quarterback who is not faithfully going through progressions, notably. He knows that I'm a game manager at best. I am not paid to gunsling the ball. I am paid to manage the game to perfection because I have Derrick Henry, the workhorse of all workhorse running backs.
I want to add this real quick. And so this sounds like is he reaching the end or is he at a cliff? So this year he only played 10 games, right? And last year he only played 9 games. So it's like it's a wading in the water of whether it's injury or he's going through whatever growing pains of being in the league 10 plus years. So
yeah, man. I mean, how old is Julio now?
33, 34, maybe 32.
I mean, man, you know, it's been a great run, Julio. It's been a great run.